Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Today we're going to be continuing to expand our base, and the very first thing we need to take care of before anything else is, holy shit, nobody can breathe in in the bedroom. Check out how low this oxygen density is. It's all low concentration over here. It's basically nothing. Unbreathable. So, we need to immediately get a couple of oxygen pumps up here. Really, one should do it. The real problem is that we've got this door closed, actually. You know what? I think it'd be smarter. We can save on some, we could save on a little bit of algae. Let's keep this door open, and we'll just have this algae deoxidizer continue pumping into all these areas. We have sufficient concentrations. Well, pretty much everywhere. You know what? Actually, scrap that. I was right the first time. We'll set this back to auto so it stays closed, and we're going to build some additional deoxidizers, or just one additional. I don't think we need one on the very bottom floor quite yet. We will build it over here because we do get some oxygen flowing in already from that side. Also because the power runs, like, literally right up this wall here. Where is my electrical wire? Boom. Ta-da! Also, our pump finished. I don't think I mentioned that last episode. So we actually have water ready to run over here. So once we finish out with these build-outs over here, we can start actually placing down our first plumbed buildings, specifically the toilet and the shower, which you'll see here. Oh, snap! Our filtering's done too. You guys, we can do everything now. This is great. Do we have refinement? Water purifier, that's what I've been waiting for. Okay, let's prioritize the crap out of this expansion here. We can find out if this actually does produce polluted oxygen immediately. And also, we can start placing down all the things we need. We will hold off on replacing the outhouse for now, but we will go into plumbing and take a look at the height on the lavatory. We have room. And the shower. We have room. Okay, see, it's 4 high. See, I'm going to probably regret making this 3 high, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, let's plop down a toilet right here, and we'll be putting another one here once we can get rid of that outhouse very shortly, once this first toilet's done. And then we're going to give one little... We don't even need a space. You know what? We're going to immediately put a shower here and a shower here. Do we need 2 showers? We don't need 2 showers. We'll do 1 shower to start out. Because space is kind of something at a premium here, we're going to leave it the way it is, because we did get, it looks like, at least some carbon dioxide from over here, and we don't like that. So, let's go ahead and plop down the most important thing, the thing we've been waiting on, our water purifier, which can go right here. And now let's wire and plumb everything up. So this is where things get a little bit complicated. This can seem intimidating, but trust me, they did a great job with these systems, so it's actually not too difficult. What we're going to do is run power down here, because unlike the rest of this stuff, the purifier is going to need power. I don't think either of these will, but we also need to run the plumbing down here. So let's get this liquid pipe, and we'll pull it down here. So this is the clean water intake. So we want it to run right along here. We're pumping clean water into both of these, into the intake of the shower, the intake of this toilet, and we'll be putting one into here. So we'll just place that ahead of time for the second toilet. However, we are not going to put the intake into here. Why, you ask? Because this is not where we do not want to mix our dirty water with our clean water, or you'll be showering in shit, literally. Fortunately, the outputs of these we can easily connect here and here. We're just going to run these right up into that intake. Then we can do the same like that. And these don't auto-connect, which is really nice, so we don't have to worry about these mixing. So now we're running all the dirty output into the purifier, and the output then we're going to run, what's the best way to run this? We're going to run this up. This is the clean water, where it will circle back around and come right back in here. It's important, I think, I'm not totally sure how all the fluid travel in pipes works in this, but from what I gather, you want to have the re-entry point for this before any of the intakes for these to prevent there from being a gap in service. So this should work. If I'm not mistaken, all these liquid piping, we didn't even need to use a crossover because we did it nice and neat and planned it out ahead of time. All of the clean water will come in this pump, and it's going to flow where it needs to go. It won't flow this way because it's going to be flowing out here. It's going to flow along here into the toilet, into the shower, and then it will come from the shower out here and the toilet out here, up into the purifier, and that's going to come out the top. And it'll be really nicely visualized with clean water. Awesome. Let's prioritize the shit out of this stuff, because this is like one of my favorite things about this game. I absolutely love putting together a system like this and then seeing it all start working. Once the first toilet is plumbed, we will get rid of the outhouse and put in the second one. Also, let's keep an eye on everything else. How is our oxygen doing? We have a low concentration now, but it's not unbreathable anymore, which is a good sign. However, good thing we checked. We need algae, which means we need to prioritize this up to a 9 for this one piece of algae. We'll have to do that so we can reach it. And then where else can we find algae here, you guys? There's a bunch up here. There's a ton up here, but I don't want to, that's a lot of building. We could get up here. There's a good amount to harvest in this area. I think what we're going to want to do is, let's finish off this area. We'll get this second toilet installed, and then we're going to need to go on an algae hunt. Boy, I'm not happy with how little algae we have right now. That scares me, because that means we're not producing oxygen. In fact, it's so important. We're going to let this finish. We're not going to worry about the second toilet. We're going to immediately start moving up here. We're going to bust into here, and there's a bunch of algae for us to grab right off the bat. We'll just mine all of this up immediately. All this. Take all that. And what is this? It's carbon dioxide. Do I even care? There's a bunch of oxygen in here too, and a bunch more algae. I don't even care. We're gonna this will give us algae for a very long time, and we don't need to take it all at once, but you know what? You guys know how digging gets prioritized anyway, so I think we should be okay as long as we only mark what we need right off the bat. This will make sure we get all of this stuff on the bottom row. Also, this is going to give us access to some of these plants right away. Which it's worth noting, once this does get finished, we're going to put in the planters. In fact, I could put down some planters, but I just want to make sure this all gets taken care of. Okay, plumbing is done. You can see everything in action now. It's pretty exciting. Let's take a look at the plumbing grid. There's a couple ways to get to this view, but I find this is the easiest one. So you can see here, everything in action. There's the clean water comes up from the pump here, although it barely even needs to work anymore because of our purification setup by design. You can see the water flows into the intakes, like I said, comes out the outputs. Really, you're only seeing it here, and you'll see it occasionally when they use the toilet here. Then it flows directly into the purifier, out the top, and back into the line, and you can see it's just this cycle, like it's actually purifying almost all of the water that gets dirty. It hasn't made a full cycle yet, so you can see not even enough is run through for this to be like a complete line. But it will be, and it will keep working, which is really nice, at least from my testing. However, these guys are now out of oxygen, hanging out up here, so we need to get this prioritized yesterday. Also, I need to stop saying we need to do things yesterday. It's like 1989. All right, that should do it. That should be enough just to get us going. However, they are gonna sleep through the night, which is fine. There's not enough oxygen for them to really sleep, but it was worth it, I think, letting them finish. Now they're gonna go ahead and immediately come up here. And once that's done, they should be smart enough to take this algae right away and get it moved over. Also, we can deconstruct this ladder. That ladder doesn't need to be there. Great, there's the algae. Hooray, we are pumping oxygen again. Whew, that was that was intense. All right, and now that we have a toilet, we can deconstruct the outhouse. Get out of here, outhouse. And we have prepared ahead of time to place in another lavatory in its spot. We've even got all the piping set up ahead of time. It's important to have 2 of them, I think, especially when later on when you have a lot of duplicants in your colony, just because that way, especially since we took like irritable bowel and stuff like that, which takes twice as long for them to use the bathroom, we don't have to worry about one person hogging it and another one using the floor, which, by the way, we need to check and make sure. Oh my God, look at that carbon dioxide. Okay, so this, have we got the refinement we need? Or no, it's oxygen? No, we don't. Okay, I know what we're researching immediately. We need an air scrubber, I think it's called. It's like, it's under percolation. Yeah, air scrubber. This is going to be the ultimate solution to our carbon dioxide problems. And once we build it, we can basically destroy all of our algae terrariums and also open all the doors that don't have polluted oxygen being produced in them, which is great. Also, how close are we to our next... Man, I am like on top of this. I'm always like, how close are we? And it's like less than a day. So we'll be getting another duplicant in here soon. And let's go ahead, because I'm a forgetful idiot, and we'll just put down his bed now. It's not like it's that big of a loss. What did the cot cost? 200 sandstone, or it can be any of these raw minerals. That's funny. Alright, so now we have a bed for the next guy. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. Yeah, so we have just enough beds. Also, we do not have anyone who needs to be separated, so we don't have to worry about assignments, because we did not take people with loud snorer, the worst thing in the world. Slow learner, not a big deal, but we don't really need more tinkering, guys. Travaldo here is tempting. He can't do research, but who cares? And he has no appreciation for the finer things, so he's gonna love that I don't decorate? You guys, this is great. He won't do art? Oh no. Let's go ahead and print Travaldo, the latest addition to our colony. Hell yeah. Things are really trucking along now. We have good food production, it looks like, even with the shitty mush bars. And they are just finishing mining this area out, which means we can go ahead and put down our planters. Let's put down some planter boxes. Get that shit out of there. I'm gonna put down just like a whole ton because, I don't know, the way this game seems to play out, you just need to have as much food growing as possible at all times. No exceptions. Stuff costs a lot of resources. Also, we're going to deconstruct that so that we can finish this tile. Then we'll reconstruct it, because this game is weird about like what you can and can't see. Place that last tile, please. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, you're one tile away from it? You can't build diagonally through a wall. Like, I mean, I guess, but it'd be nice if I didn't have to deconstruct it to get to it. Alright, we should be careful, because I don't know if these guys can come down this ladder. I'd like to airlock this off. This is exactly what I was afraid of, though. These fuckers. I'm not going to waste my... Oh, do I wake my guys up? They're eating my algae, you guys. I swear to God, don't you do it. Fuckers. I just ate more of it. Okay, it's daytime. We need to sweep this up now. Also, we need to change our storage rules. You accept all edible stuff, good. However, you guys need to accept more organic stuff, I think, or agriculture? No fertilizer for sure. However, organic, no polluted dirt. What's the seed, I guess? No, it'll take everything. Okay, I think we're good for that. It should pick up all these seeds and algae and stuff. Good. I don't want to deal with that. Carbon dioxide scrubber is coming along, it looks like. We are very close to getting it. In the meantime, are there any other research things that we need to put down? We've done a pretty good job of using stuff as it's come up, I feel like. Our colony's really, I think, doing a great job. I mean, frankly, we don't have any, I mean, knock on wood, but we don't have any major issues. It looks like oxygen, except for this carbon dioxide bubble, but there's nobody hanging out down here anyways. But oxygen is at a good, steady level everywhere, pretty much. We have a steady supply of algae and everything. We're about to build our planter, all these planters and shit. It's great. Let's put a tile down here and find out. Oh, good. This is exactly what I want. I want all the mealwood. Don't care about blossom. It's finicky about temperature that I don't know how or want to know how to deal with. But mealwood is good because this is what produces those meal lice, weirdly, which is what we need for the next type of food, which makes people hate their lives less. So for sure, we're going to go ahead and light a mealwood seed. And oh god, I didn't even realize you can copy settings on this too? Hell yeah. Look at that. Look at all that time we just saved. That's fantastic. So you gotta watch my videos. I got all the tricks that I learned 3 episodes into the series. Also, feel free to comment. Let me know if there's like really obvious stuff that I'm missing, because like, for example, I played my first playthrough not knowing there was a mop button, so when I hadn't built a toilet in time, one of my duplicants peed on the floor, and from then on there was just pee on the floor, and I was like, I don't know, I can't pump this out of here, it's not deep enough. So let me know if there's a feature I don't know about. This game doesn't really have that much of a tutorial. It's got these little things, but they're just like basic tips, which I'm not even gonna bother reading. I mean, I have read them, I'm not gonna read them in this video. Everything is trucking along nicely. Let's take a look at what research is available to us at the moment. I think power regulation is probably the next thing we want. It's going to give us a better battery and a couple of other things. I mean, really, percolation was a big one, so let's go ahead and capitalize on that, because we actually got to get rid of this stupid thing down here. All right, let's put down an air scrubber. And also, that means we should probably dig this out. Actually, no. I won't. I don't feel like it. Instead, we're going to run the power lazily. Hooray, the lazy way. Down here. Down here. And then down here. Eventually, when we build all this out, if we do, then we'll worry about making it look nice. But for now, I don't really care. I just want power to this thing. And what this does, the air scrubber... Oh, and it's going to need liquid, too. What a pain in the ass. All right, plumbing. It's going to need both kinds of piping, too. So we got to push in clean water. Down here. And we got to push out dirty water. Where's our dirty water? Oh, wait. Is there a better way to run this? Because we're going to want to run this into the line before this comes in, if possible. Can I, like... Yeah, we need to do this differently. It's a good thing I paid attention. Oh, but this is going to deconstruct our... No, cancel that. Oh, that's not what I wanted either. This is interesting. No, that is what I wanted. Okay. What we need to do is to cancel the building of these things. We need to route this slightly differently. Possibly even more lazily, so don't worry. We need to go like this. Pushing... Oops. How did that even happen? We're pushing in the clean water this way. And it's going to come in right here. To the point where I almost want to move this back a couple. I think we should. Let's do this. And we'll deconstruct these pipes. See, this is what I'm talking about. You got to click multiple times to select the layer you want. There's liquid pipe. We'll deconstruct. 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 And don't worry, this isn't going to break our chains because we're still being fed the primary water. It's just going to stop this from outputting or processing for a minute. And then once these pipes go in, it'll all be fine again. And then this way, the clean water gets pumped in. This can also be fed clean water through the purified system. However, this dirty water then we're going to need to handle, and that is going to output... we need these pipes to not cross. So you know what we're actually going to have to do, as much as I was trying to avoid it, is we're going to need to do this. Boom. Boom. We're going to need to put down some walls. We're going to need to have some separate stuff going on here. Put down a manual airlock. No, we don't need that. But, yeah, I want those walls there because we're going to run the dirty plumbing through those. Liquid pipe. So this is dirty water that it's going to output. We want to run it up here next to the main stuff. Jeez, what's the best way to do this? And it's just going to have to run behind everything else. Oh, that's so ugly, but you know what? It's going to work. This game's not about being pretty, especially since we're just trying to survive, so we'll just deal with it. So this nasty water is going to run up here, cross over here. Where's my crossover? Liquid bridge pipe. Remember, you want it to go from green to white to green, so we want it to run this way. Then we're going to run this liquid pipe, this dirty shit, over here, and up into this. And then, obviously, that means we're also going to need to excavate here as well. Which we'll do, but we'll prioritize it accordingly. There. And let's see here. Prioritization. We'll put a 9 on getting this cleared out and building these pipes. Shit, something's leaking. I need to deal with that right away. Oh, no. It's okay. It's leaking clean water. I don't care about that. I don't know why it seems to occasionally leak clean water. I wonder if that's output from the shower. Will occasionally leak water. Doesn't matter to me. They use it as a resource for like the algae terrariums and stuff. So it's really not a big deal having extra water lying around as long as it's not polluted, as far as I can tell. I know wet feet is a debuff, but they can shower as much as they need to at the moment. We're still looking good on our liquid reserves, though it has dropped, I think, about a level across the board. So eventually we'll want to think about running all this piping and stuff down into this reservoir. But for now, we're still good. I'm not sure what's behind igneous rock. I've never dealt with it. Whew. So much still to discover, you guys. I'm really excited. Gotta say, absolutely loving this game. Our farm has come along great. We're still doing good on storage. We have a decent amount of algae, although we may want to get to farming it again in the not too distant future. let's sweep up all of our new... well, let's hold off. There's more algae up here that didn't get swept up. Drive me crazy. Level 9. Level 9 priority. Well, we don't need it so badly, though, that I'm going to wake them up in the middle of the night. If they can sleep through, they should. Oh, you kidding me, dude? We have 2 toilets, and you just pissed on the floor. Why? Why? These... it's because they're like clones of clones. These are, like, defective. Ah, well. Alright, at least they're prioritizing picking up all this shit that's getting eaten. And then when that's done, they should mop up, which is great. Also, we have now plumbed this up, but we are out of power, which is why we are researching the power upgrade next. Once that's done, we can put down a second manual generator and a much more efficient battery, which will help with all of this quite significantly. In the meantime, though, let's take a look and make sure all of our water flow is working correctly. Let's see. One of these is for piping. There we go. So, if this is working correctly... Oh, I bet this still needs to finish being built out, yeah. I thought it was done. This is done, but not this part. Once this is all finished, this should start, like, almost immediately sucking in all this carbon dioxide, which is going to deal with the problem right away. It's actually going to be great. It's awesome. I adore these air scrubbers. Eventually we'll want one in the bunk room that we build out as well. Maybe this will be the bunk room down here. I think that's not a bad idea. I think this is probably enough stuff to farm. Also, now that we've built all that, let's make sure that we have storage for it in this ration box. Yep, we're taking everything. Great. And soon, once we start storing some... Let's see, I don't know how to actually check what's in here. Oh, here we go. Once we start storing some meal lice, we can switch over to producing the lice loaf, which is way better for food. More calories, more everything. Well, higher quality. It's terrible, not grizzly, I think. Alright, also, they should be auto-harvesting this thing, because that's meal lice right there. The weird rice, moving rice stuff that looks like bugs that grows on these plants. Holy crap, what happened? Somebody peed again? Why, you guys? Why you do this? Why you do this to me? Polluted water everywhere. Look at all this polluted oxygen. Are you kidding me right now? What happened? Is this coming from this slime? Where? How did this happen? Also, mop this up again. And didn't I just tell you to mop this up? Where is this coming from? This is concerning to me. Oh, what's this on the ground? Slime. It must have come from the wall somehow. How can I destroy it? You guys, we need to get this slime out of here. Okay, we need to segregate this slime into, like, we need to have, okay, we're building a controlled disposal area. Let's go, I think right here is perfect. We're going to go like this. We're going to build a manual airlock. We're building a real airlock, you guys. This is going to be dope. Boom, boom. Prioritize this shit, you guys. I want this done. 9. We're going to build this out, fill it up with a bunch of storage compactors, and this is where all fertilizer and all that shit's going to get stored. No pun intended. And also we have another duplicate coming. Shall we? Let's see. I actually don't know how I feel about this group. Nails isn't terrible, but every time I've ever taken Nails into my group, he gets so stressed out, he ruins everything. And Ugly Crying produces dirty, polluted oxygen. Which, oh shit, there's more of it up at the top of the ladder. Ah, it's falling down. God, we gotta get rid of it. Okay, you know what? Fuck all these guys. We don't need more people. We got enough to deal with at the moment. Reject all. We're gonna mop all this garbage up. God, kidding me. And we're going to need to make some more air purifiers soon because look at this polluted oxygen. Let's immediately, actually, air scrubber, carbon dioxide only. Here we go, polluted oxygen. Get that shit out of here. We got one here. We need one here. Also, once this containment area is complete, build this, put it at priority 9. We can set these things up to... except the shit that we have been avoiding. So this is going to take organic. This is going to take slime, polluted dirt, rock piles. What else? Agriculture. It's going to take fertilizer. What else? I think that's everything. Did I get polluted dirt? Yeah. Okay. Cultivatable soil. Sorry. We also need cultivatable soil. No, we don't. Okay. That's everything. So now this is going to be a fucking super safe storage spot for This horrible, horrible slime that's ruining me right now. Oh my god, look at all the polluted oxygen. It makes so much. And it doesn't even decrease in size. Oh, you guys, this is not good. All right, well, I'm going to have to leave you in suspense. I think somebody just threw up. I'll leave you in suspense because we are running a little bit long on this episode, so this is going to bring it to a close. I hope you guys have been enjoying the series. We are now on cycle 16. You may remember in episode 1, our goal is cycle 40. With all this polluted oxygen, I'm a little nervous, but I still think we can do it. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below so that I know. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.